Hello, I'm Courtney, what's up, and welcome to Book Talk. Today I'm going to be discussing the third and final book in the Grisha trilogy, Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. And this is the third and final book, and I finished it yesterday, and I'm just so satisfied by the end. Like, at first I was mad, but then I read the after, and I was really happy with how the story ended, and this was an interesting finale book. This is one of those finale books where I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either, but I'm okay with how it ends, and I can't believe it's over. I have no more Grisha books to read, and it makes me so sad, because I just love this world so much, and being this is the third and final book, I can't really go into a synopsis, so if you haven't read it yet, you don't want to be spoiled, I would leave now, so bye not spoiling people, leave. Leave. I don't want to spoil you. This is the third book, man, so just leave. Have you left? Okay. I'm going to spoilers now, so if you haven't left yet, I'm sorry. But, this book, wow, this book took me a really long time to read, mostly because I didn't want the story to end, but also I kind of felt like it dragged. Like, I just wasn't interested at some points because half the time Nikolai wasn't here in this book, and that made me so sad. Poor Nikolai, oh my gosh. He got turned into one of those Nikofi things. It just, let me just say when that happened. You know how in Wizard of Oz, there's those flying monkeys? Well, I couldn't help but imagine him becoming one of those flying monkeys, except he wasn't a monkey. I don't know. I was just getting that flying monkey vibe when he turned into one. And just, poor Nikolai, he went through so much in this book. And then in the end, he didn't even get the girl he wants. And that's why I didn't like the end at first. Because I shipped Nikolai and Alina together. And then at the end, when he was like, I still need a queen. And Alina was just like, no, because, you know, the sun summoner is dead. I was so sad. But then you read the after, and I was just really happy at the end of the after for Mal and Alina, and I never shipped them throughout this book, and I was so happy while reading this because they weren't together, but then they got together at the end. But when they did, when, you know, it's the day before the battle and everything, and they're talking, and they start making out and everything, and they do it, you know. It was really sentimental, and I really liked it because it had to happen, because Mal was going to literally sacrifice his life for her, so it had to happen, and it was just really nice. It was a really nice moment. I really liked it, but I still never shipped them though as a couple. I just never did, and I kind of feel bad that I didn't because they are a nice couple. But I can just never ship Mal and Alina. I don't know, but I do like them together. But this book was some crazy stuff, man. One of my favorite scenes in this book was the beginning because of that whole, you know, getting out of the cathedral. This whole cathedral deal, oh my gosh, I hate the apparent, man. He literally made Alina be, like, isolated for 2 months, because this book takes place 2 months after the events with the Darkling, which that was surprising, but I just loved how she used her shadow magic as a diversion, and then they all were king and butt, and then it exploded, and then they escaped. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. And her shadow power, how she can, like, create dark shadows, and oh wow, that was so cool. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was really fun escaping. I just love the whole journey of getting out of the cathedral. That was really fun, even though almost everyone almost died. But oh yeah, it was really fun. And then oh my gosh, when they get out, you know, and they find those army men find them, and then all of a sudden you hear a voice, and it's Nikolai and his men, and they come in kicking butt, and you're reunited with Nikolai like 100 pages in. Oh, it was great because I missed Nikolai. Like, the story is just so much better when Nikolai is around, and then he disappears again. It was so bad. But oh my gosh, you know, I really had a lot of hope for Nikolai and Alina, and then when they were at the spinning wheel, which the spinning wheel is the coolest thing on the planet, and then he gave her the ring, and I was just like, oh my gosh, he's literally about to propose right now. I am not ready. And then he gave it to her, and then he was gonna kiss her, and he was like, when you're ready. oh, I loved it. How, like, every 5 seconds he would be like, I love it when you quote me. That's kind of his line, and just, oh, I loved it. I love Nikolai. He's my favorite. And I liked Harshaw, too. I can't believe Harshaw died. I don't even remember him dying. And I know I finished this yesterday, but I just remember reading the end and how they were lighting candles for the dead. And all of a sudden she went to Harshaw, lit one for him, and I was just like, oh my gosh, he died? What in the world? Like, I don't remember that happening in the battle. The battle was so quick. That was like one of the shortest chapters. Like, literally, they go into the fold, start attacking, the Darkling shows up, you know, Mal sacrifices his life, and then, you know, all of a sudden, the Okasana, you know what Mal is, start becoming the Sun Summoners, and Alina loses her power. She, like, put her power in other people, and I really didn't understand that. I was just, like, all of a sudden people were glowing, and then all of a sudden her collar and feather were off, and I was just like, what even just happened right now? And then, before you know it, the Darkling dies, and even though, you know, by the end of this, you know, I, like, started hating the Darkling in book 2, I didn't want him to die in the end, because that whole, like, speech he said at the end when he was like, someone needs to mourn for me. I don't want to die alone, because all my life I've been alone. It was so sad, and I was just like, don't kill him. And I'm so glad Alina got emotional, because if she did it, I would be like, you are such a cold person. But she was getting all emotional and everything. It just, I love the end when they're burning her fake body, which was, they used Ruby as body. That made me so sad. But the Darkling's there, and, you know, everyone's mad that they're sending off the Darkling with a saint, but, you know, Alina's not, and she's in the middle of the crowd and whispers his name, Alexander, which is the most basic name in the world. I loved it when she went over to the Darkling through the tether thing, and he tells her his name, and she's just like, that's it. That's the most common name on the planet, and that's your name, Alexander. It's like Alexander, except with a K and an S. Like, what? Oh, that's so weird, but I can't, the Darkling died so quick. It was just like one swift movement, and I stabbed the Darkling in the heart, and I was just like, what in the world? I just can't believe he died. Just, the battle felt so short. Like, it just happened so quickly, and just, I wished it was longer. I don't know. I just feel like all the battles were short in this, and, like, the battle at the end wasn't as intense as the battle at the spinning wheel when the Darkling showed up, and when Nikolai became one of the Nikovi, and then Baghra sacrificed her life. She used her power and then sent them down, and the poor Darkling was, like, getting emotional over it, because that's his mom, and just, I missed Baghra and her being sassy. You know, oh my gosh, the king, I am so glad the king and queen left, and that whole situation, you know, Genya, you know, however you say your name. Oh, that was so intense. And then in the end, when she gets a pardon and the job offer, oh, I was so happy for her. And then, oh, I loved it when David finally admits his feelings for her and compares her to Steel. And then they kiss. Oh, it was so nice. Speaking of couples, Tamar and Nadia get together, which was the most surprising thing in the world, because you never see them talking to each other, and then all of a sudden they're getting ready to leave, and Tamar and Nadia kiss, and I'm just like, whoa, what is this? But I love it. I ship it so hard. I wish there were more moments with them, but there's not. And just, oh, something I really wanted to happen, I wanted Tola and Zoya to get together, because I can really see them being a thing. I hope they're a thing. I want them to be a thing. But, oh, it just, I don't know how I exactly feel. I kind of just have mixed feelings on this book, because it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. I just, at the end, you know, when Nikolai and Alina were talking, and the whole queen, and I'm glad they're friends, but, you know, there's still something inside of me where I'm kind of just like, I want Nikolai and Alina together still, but I'm glad they're friends, though, because then reading the after about when they get married, Alina and Mal, and how it was like, even though their names were false, their vows were true. Oh, it just made me so happy. And then they have the orphanage at Caravan's Inn and they take care of the kids, and just, it was so happy. And how those teachers were like judging them and everything. I'm just like, excuse me, you're actually talking about the people who saved your life, but you don't know that. And just, oh, the after just made me really like how the story ended, because then I just felt so happy for Mal and Lena, because they finally get an end to their story, because they thought there was gonna be no end. They thought they weren't gonna live happily ever after, but they do, and it was just so nice. And just, oh, I'm gonna miss this world so much. Crooked Kingdom, the second and final book in Six of Crows, comes out in September, and now I have to wait forever for that. And I don't want to wait. I just want to read this world forever because it's so exciting. But this book, it was one of those in-between finale books, you know. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. But I overall had a really fun time reading it. And yeah, I think those are my overall thoughts and feels on the book. Overall, I really liked it, and I'm gonna miss this world so much. But yeah, that, my friends, was my thoughts and feels on Ruin Rising, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to watch more book talks from me, you can click the subscribe button down below. And I'm Courtney, and I'll see y'all next time with a new video soon, so I will see you then. So goodbye!